Hey, Gary, this is Nick. So I was looking at that property of yours over there on 4141 Burlington Mills Road, and had a couple of questions about it. So if you call me back, that'd be appreciated. Thanks. I think that's gonna not work. Let's see. Why is this saying? I actually think I'm gonna call the cheapest before I call the most expensive. Let's see. Okay, just a second. Some of these I'm gonna have to basically put into Zillow because the super that is. I almost think that's like out in the middle of nowhere. Yikes! 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 Where is that? That's in. Huh. Hmm. That might actually work. So we're just gonna. Oh boy. Contacts. Yeah, Alicia, this is Nick. I had a couple of questions about the property over there on 84-1 Calabash Road, Northwest. Give me a call back. Thank you. What's the financial on that? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Carson, I'd like to. My name's Nick. I'd like to ask a couple of questions about the property over there on Han Davis Road. Thanks. Damn it. I fucked that up. That was the name of the owner. I was trying to. I fucked up. Oops. Oh well. That's not too bad. I am not having the best day, but I'm still going to power through it. Uh, yeah, it's not even showing me. So it's saying it's 56. It doesn't make any sense. Huh. I'm getting nothing but hangups. Like the software is giving me the names of the owners, but so sometimes, usually, what happens is if you can call those numbers, usually somebody, friend or a relative or whoever's in charge of the estate. I guess nobody's going to answer. I guess my goal is I'm just a little frustrated because I want people to be answering. I want to have conversations. I don't like that I'm getting nothing but these misdials. But at the same time, this list that I have is only about 60 people. So, to be fair, what I probably should be doing is just going to like backgroundchecks.com and actually typing in names and addresses and um, calling relatives because that one it said it was worth about 150, but then I Zillowed it and it said it was worth about 52. So, and it didn't show the property, so I'm wondering if that was maybe a fire damage. Oh, I am not doing too good at this. Let's try this one. I kind of feel like I'm misinterpreting how I'm supposed to be doing this. Because with probate, you can actually get some pretty big checks, bigger than tax delinquents or out of state. It's people who inherit the property to pay taxes on it or keep it. So they just get rid of it. They're just like, yeah, take it. I may have just to go through cyber background checks. That's what I'm going to have to do. Hey, Hector. Hector? Yeah, this is Hector. Yeah, this is Nick. I had a question about your property over there on 10 East Elizabeth Street. No, I said I had a question about your property. It's 10 East Elizabeth Street. Are you the owner? It's over on 10 East Elizabeth Street. Your house over there? Oh God, I don't think this is the owner. I don't think it's the owner, and I don't think he can hear me. So I don't know. Uh, and probably text. Uh, I don't think that was the owner. Mm. I still gotta go to work later. I can't afford to be yawning. So they got liens on this. Just a second. I'm going to go ahead and pop this. I'm going to pop this into a cyber background check and see if I can get. What? Why is this not working? Why is it not working? For some reason, it's not working. Well, obviously I'm doing something wrong on this because it is not panning out. Yeah. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to reset my filters. Because this is just not working correctly. Guys, I really do need to make a deal. I need to get a deal because I have bills to pay. For example, um, I have I have a cat that suffers from extreme laziness, and she needs medication for her laziness, also known as treats. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just change filters. Excuse me. Let's try one more. Let's try a few more though. Uh, this person probably does not speak English, so I'm going to pass on that one. Let's try this one. I mean, it's probably still a good list. I need to just nope. Yeah, so like I'm just gonna have to like see if I can get. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. What is going on? Okay, that'll work. So let's do it from this. Let's see if this is even going to work. That's interesting.
Welcome.
I hung up because I thought they were going to give a number. So that one. Hey, was this Warren? Awesome. So, I was wondering about that property you have over there on 1607 Ellis Ave. Uh, my name's Nick. I was calling about that property over there on 1607 Alice Ave. Okay. Well, you have a great day. Bye. Okay. That's the thing. Well, I'm not sure if these are like people that are deceased or if they're people who are the heirs or whatever. Okay. Well, that's a bad number, I guess. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, am I talking to the owner of 3720 Whitfield Road? Awesome. So, my name is Nick, and I was buying a few properties around the area. I was wondering if so it's not for sale. Hello? No. Okay, hung up on me. Anyway, whatever. Oh, the fuck. Anyway, that is a very large lot. I'm not sure what that is though. Huh. Yeah, I think that's out in the middle of nowhere. We're not gonna be doing that one. I think I need to change my filters because I chose probates statewide, and I'm just not getting. I'm getting lots of weird shit that's not gonna sell to anybody. So I need to redo the. I need to redo this. Uh, yeah, that's actually not true. That's actually not true. And yeah, based on your avatar, I think you should probably be more concerned with, somebody finding your name in the Epstein files than with what I'm doing. Just saying. You don't need capital to wholesale. Like you're in my side chat claiming that you yourself are this incredible wholesaler, which number one I doubt. Um, because if you were, you wouldn't be saying stupid shit like "you need money to make money." Meh, 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 meh. It's like okay. It's like okay, just do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck. I am gonna change the filters stuff because this is not working. Um. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Oh, I gotta write it the right way. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna change the filters though. I am gonna change the filters. Um, I'm just not even going to bother with probates. I'm going to say clear all. I'm just going to start doing shotgun approach. Uh, mm. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, delinquent tax activity. I'm also going to add living area. I'm going to say minimum 950. I'm just going to call those. Okay, went down to 206. That's fine. Wait a minute. I gotta. It's not gonna work. Shit. I gotta change the equity filters because I'm calling tax delinquent, and some of the stuff is coming up as underwater. So I need to I'm gonna say owner type, individual, equity minimum. Say 30. 30. There we go. Maybe 50. Okay, down to 147. Just a second. Okay, yeah. Okay. I got 147, and we will call those. Oh. Okay. And let's Financial, how much do they owe? They are. Okay, it's a good lot size, but anyway. Just a second. That's saying it's sold though, so I'm not sure if we're gonna bother with that one. Okay, how much do they owe? Why is it only that much? Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and call this one Idilia Kempo.
Your call.
Hey, Adalia, this is Nick. I was wondering if I had a couple of questions about that property over there on 2914 Hickory Tree Road. So give me a call back. Thanks. One. I've bought one property. Um, First of all, I do not have the money for the texting. Secondly, I tried the mass emailing, and it's just um, it won't let you do it. So I don't know what's going on. I'd love to see your track record with wholesaling, honestly. Really would. Love to see it, but I know I won't because you guys like to call me out on stuff, but you don't want to friggin' do anything about proving your superiority. You just talk trash. Maybe, maybe. Can you name any out there that are better? I'd love to know how much you know, but you're not going to tell me. No, no. I just don't know. I just don't know. So, okay, that one. I have no phone numbers. Well, I mean, I could try creative financing tomorrow and actually talk to realtors, but I'm not sure how much better that would go. And plus, I mean, it's not like I'm getting many answers. I've gotten a couple of no, I'm not selling, and then mostly I've gotten like no answer. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, there's people in Africa doing deals, and all they have is a phone. So, hello. And there's one of those people who they like to answer it, but not fucking say anything. Like, if you're not gonna say anything, why bother answering it? Like, what the fuck? I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Fuck. What is going on? I'm just gonna go move on to another one. Darn it. No answer. I think I'll try to do seller financing tomorrow. We'll call some realtors. I will try this number. They got a bunch of numbers, but let's see if they answer any of them. Uh, no. Let's move on to another. Sure. Yeah, like I'm gonna buy that. Sorry. Um, no, I don't think so. Because if you were wholesaling, if you were doing what I'm doing, you'd be busy wholesaling. You wouldn't be on some nobody's stream trash talking. So no, I'm sorry. I don't buy that for a second. Uh, that's another key to knowing that you're not a wholesaler and you don't know what you're talking about because you don't need a license to wholesale, and that's none of your business. Why would I share anything with you people? Why would I share my partners or my buyers list or the pipeline or any? Why would I? Why would I share any of that with you guys? I mean, seriously, think. Yeah, I don't even know what you're trying to say there because you're like you're just babbling at this point. Okay, how about this one? Well, and the thing of it is that cold calling actually has a better rate than texting and some of that other stuff. But the thing of it is it's also how you say it and how you put it forth. Hey Marvin, I had a question about the property over there on 475 Thomas School Road. So if you could give me a call back, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Uh, okay, let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. Uh, I'm gonna start a new one. I'm not going to share my screen because YouTube doesn't like personal information put on there. So if it shows names and phone numbers and addresses, the stream gets pulled. You should know this, but you don't because you're not who you claim to be. Okay.
You're
Hey, I was trying to find the owner of 4545 Old Lexington Road. I had a question about the property. Give me a call back. Thank you. Hey, chill. This is Nick. I had a question about that property you have over there on 4545 Old Lexington Road. If you could give me a call back, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, onward. You know, here's the thing. Um, like, did I think that I was gonna make like 10 calls and I was gonna get like some $100,000 deal? No, no, I'm not an idiot. Did I think that like I'd be calling 1,000 people and making getting one call out of one deal out of 1,000? Yeah, because that's basically what the average is for a lot of people who actually do the work. And the fact that number one, I'm also working part time. I do most of the housework. I have other stuff I'm doing. So I have a hard time not treating this like a hobby, and I'm having to treat it more and more like a job, which is why I'm trying to get into the habit of calling every day. And the thing of it is, yeah, it sucks having to call so many people. Um, but that's what you got to do. And plus, you keep calling the same lists as long as they're good lists. I've made about probably 400 calls. It's not, I don't even think that many. Um, because also we got to remember, I've been calling different lists. Like if you look at my YouTube channel, I've been calling different lists. Like right now, I am calling, what am I calling? Like delinquent tax delinquency. And once I get done with that one, I'll move on to another one. But I'm not like I'm not taking this like to heart as far as rejection or whatever. I know that I'm not a failure because a lot of people try wholesaling and fail, but a lot of them, the reason they fail is because they give up. Um, I'm watching a lot of videos. I'm taking a lot of advice from actual professionals. Now, if Pokey wants to claim that she's a professional, she's welcome to give me her website. Hey, Terry, this is Nick. I had a question about that property of yours over there on 4401 Midway School Road. Please call me back at 308-258-4780. Thank you. That's my business line. Thanks. Bye. Um, I'm not giving you guys the local number. So when you call properties, the thing with it is like most of the time you're going to get a better answer rate if you actually use an area code that's the same as the area that you're calling. So like right, so like if you're calling um, a Phoenix, Arizona, right? Phoenix, Arizona area. You call an area code that's associated with Phoenix or with uh, Glendale or something, right? If you're calling, New York, you call a New York area code. Same with Florida or Texas or Wyoming or anywhere. But you tend to get a better answer rate. So it's like, do I give my number and doxstrap myself, or do I give the number of the people that I'm calling and give the trolls more fuel? No, I think I'll dox myself. Thank you very much, because that's a better option to me. And plus, I am virtual wholesaling. They say, hey, come to the property. I'm gonna be like, I can't come to the property, and that's where I'm going to basically be doing. I'm doing virtual wholesaling, and the people that I'm working with, there's. I'm not going to say too much, but there are wholesalers that work nationally, and if you do a JV deal with them, you can basically they will basically do most of the work for you to a degree. And I got another hour of calling before I need to actually go do some other stuff.
Your call.
Hey, Kenwer, this is Nick. I had a question about your property over there on 192 Spry Road. If you give me a call back, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. And the thing with tax delinquencies, a lot of times, sometimes these people don't know their taxes are delinquent. Other times, they're thinking, how do I sell this house and get rid of it? Because it's too much. Now I call this one. Okay. And I mean, that's another aspect of it is I'm not going to sit here and use this. The reason I'm doing these YouTube videos is to record conversations with sellers, which albeit I'm not getting many. And basically having, upload it, have ChatGPT critique it, say, here's what you could do better, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I like, being kind of voyeuristic in the sense of I want people to see how difficult this is, especially if you're having to cold call without a dialer. If I was using a dialer, I could put 1,000 numbers in the dialer and it would just keep doing the ringing. But that takes money. If you don't have money, you have to basically grind like I'm grinding. You have to basically do the work. And most people do not want to do the work. That's just life in general. Most people, I don't know. Uh, I'm kidding. Wait just a second. And it isn't. It is. Here's another aspect of it. Here's another aspect of it. I can see. If I look online and I follow certain people, I can see where they talk about people who are getting, you know, deals in like the five figures, right? Like I on one, somebody was one of the gurus was celebrating that one of his students got, an $80,000 assignment fee check. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, 80K would like solve so many problems for me. And, I could even help out other people with that money. So it's like, I'm not doing this because I'm a greedy little bastard. I'm doing this because I actually want to improve my life and make it so that I can help improve the life of other people. I think that's a pretty noble goal, isn't it? Okay, so because I mean, there's a difference between me calling and somebody who has like a 13 line dial. Hey, Donald, this is Nick. I had a question about your property over there on 5008 Davis Road. If you give me a call back, I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, if I was actually running my CRM right, I could be like, okay, this is what I need to follow up with. But here's the thing, like, none of these people are answering. There was maybe one. Um, if I wait a week and call, or even if I wait a few days from now and we call this whole list, maybe I'll get a hold of some people. Plus, um, a lot of these people probably at work, to be honest. And that's also texting comes into play where I could basically text, "Hey, tried to reach out to you earlier about the property on such and such. Would you be willing to take an offer on it?" That's the kind of thing you text. But at the same time, even with your regular phone, you can only text so many people per day, per hour, and that's another problem that you can run into because the data systems, networks, the phone systems, all that, they're really cracking down on telemarketers. And as a result, cold callers like myself are kind of getting caught up in the net because even though we're, offering money, we're saying, "Hey, I'll buy your house, take my money." Um, I don't understand that, we're just another person calling with an unknown number. And the thing of it is no, I don't want to get lost in the weeds. I would love to be using a dialer and like getting Nick, uh, your property on 7624 Friendship Ledford Road. So it didn't take my number. It didn't take my name. I should be like, "Hey, Donald, is that your house on fire?" No, I wouldn't want to do that. Then freak the frick out of somebody. I don't think Donnie's going to answer. Text him, but again, I'm going to go through all these because there's that many. There's like a couple hundred, so it's like you know, and I know it's a good list. I know it's a good list. Uh, and I can always have ChatGPT cross reference and how can I make this list better? But the thing of it is at 200, it's you know, it's it's not even really a niche list. It's like something that you should get done in enough and then move on to another list. And if I'm committed to this list, I basically just text everybody that I called. Be like, "Hey, I tried to get a hold of you earlier. Would you be willing to accept an offer?" That's fine. So that'd be somebody that I would contact. I got like an hour before I'm gonna have to head out. And I mean, I wish I had a healthier community that I could actually, share some of this stuff and be like, "Hey, I'd like to teach y'all how to do this. Not that I can teach it, but here's been my experience with it." But unfortunately, I've got way too many people who uh, don't even want me to try to make myself better off.
Please leave your message.
Okay. I'm gonna have to mute. The issue is I'm not going to give my haters any fuel, um, because that's just not productive. Hey, Catherine, this is Nick. I was wondering if you might be considering an offer on that property of yours over there on 4421 Old Lexington Road. If so, give me a call back. Thanks. I mean, if you have, uh, okay. I mean, that's not what I've been told, but I mean, if you think you know better than other people, I mean, then again, um, your avatar is of some what 12, 13-year old Asian girl, and I mean, like, come on, dude, come on. I don't even think you're a real person. I think you're just another one of my trolls. So I really just don't care at this point. I probably do need to be more upbeat. Maybe standing up would help. I don't know. Um, and I mean, I know because of my autism, I'm somewhat monotone. So I mean, I get that aspect of it. But still. Okay. I also know having a better computer would help, but oh well. So basically, a lot of what this is telling me, and I'm gonna I'm gonna have to figure out how many I've called already. What it's kind of telling me is that I'm gonna have to text all these people and be like, "Hey, uh, basically text them." I mean, and if you have, hey Melvin, this is Nick. I was wondering if you might like to take an offer on that property of yours over there on 205 Mickey Road. If so, give me a call back. Thanks. Bye. Not really. No, it doesn't sound like you know what you're talking about. And, you know, I'm not going to take the time to go to your channel. I'm not going to take the time to figure out who you are because it's irrelevant to me. Uh, Success rate's about one deal out of 1,000 calls. So, other than 1,000 yet. So, uh, no, no answer. Um, Also, if you were who you claim to be, um, your attitude and character towards me would be 100% different. It'd be way different. Like, seriously, like if you were some, uh, wholesaling protege and, you wanted to, like, offer good advice, you'd have been way different in your initial comments. So, no, I'm 100% certain you're not who you say you are, unless you want to offer up actual, uh, actual encouragement. So I mean, you're welcome to, drop your website. You're welcome to, drop your real name and how many deals you've done. I'd love to see your HUD statements. Miss Wesley? Yeah, I'm. Hello. Okay, that was a hang up. Let's try. Yeah, but that's also extremely easy information to ask ChatGPT. Um, well, I would ask how do you get your leads? Right, you don't know what a HUD statement is. Okay, whatever. It means you haven't actually bought properties, so I'm not going to worry about you. Hey, Wesley. I was wondering if you might be considering an offer on that property over there on 3305 Midway School Road. If so, give me a call back. Thanks. I didn't hear the beep. I'm not even sure if that's going to go through. Well, okay. Again, you offer you offer no encouragement, no insight, not much of anything other than insults and complaints. So, not even critique, just hello. Yeah, this is what can I do for you? Yeah, hello. Yeah, I was wondering if you might be considering an offer on your property. What address are you calling from? Huh? Hello? And they hung up, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, so commercial is not the same as residential, obviously. With residential properties, you do it a different way. With commercial properties, that's done a different way. Also, like when you're wholesaling, you're not going to basically calling, a multi-million-dollar property because those are kind of hard to get people to take a discount on. Um, you have to look at ARV, you have to look at the repair costs, you have to look at if you're going to be able to make any money back. You got to look on cash flow. Now, when you say you do commercial properties, are you talking apartment buildings? Are you talking, laundry mats? You know, restaurant chains renting out buildings to restaurant chains? Are you talking grocery stores? You know, I mean, hotels. What are you talking about? Because all are somewhat different. And I'm not claiming to be an expert in any of this, so my goal is to basically figure out how to get better at this and then actually make some money. This looks like a duplex. I'm actually going to look at this on Zillow because I think it's a duplex. They have it labeled weird. That's not what I was clicking on. Yeah, it's a bunch of duplexes. Okay. Good to know. Let us call this person. Let's call Rita. Oh, Rita doesn't want to talk, so that'd be another one I would text. No, I didn't get a call back. I think that was somebody just calling a number that was unknown. Distressed property. Okay. See, here's the thing. I am not taking you seriously because of your avatar and your name. So I'm sorry. If you have an actual website, feel free to share that. But I don't think that's the real number. We're going to try the do not call number. Hey, Ronald, this is Nick. I was wondering if you might be willing to take an offer on that property of yours over there on 785 McDowell Road. If so, give me a call back. Thank you. See, again, you're a nobody. Oh, you run a family office. Okay, sure, right. A 13-year-old child runs a family office. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Asians tend to have a higher IQ than Americans, but I'm not buying it. Sorry, I'm not buying it. Hmm, let's see, contacts. Okay. I'm just not even going to bother with anything that's not a do not call list. So here's the thing. The avatar that you're using, I have to wonder if you're a grown man, why are you using that avatar? It's a little weird and creepy. Just saying, just a little weird and creepy. You claimed earlier that you were a real estate investor and a model. I kind of doubt that. Number two, well, oh, it's a sock. Okay, right. So you like to pal around on YouTube and troll people with your sock. Okay. Um, I'm sorry, why am I supposed to be taking you seriously? Okay. I mean, you're like that little. You're like that. I don't know. You're just. It's like, dude, come on. I'm just gonna go to a different one. You said that earlier. Let's see. You didn't. No, that's not what you said. I'm just putting up your. This is what you said. This is what you said. Your attempt to present yourself as a 13-year-old Asian girl. I, I just I don't know what your deal is. Um, I know you're trying to make me look stupid, but I mean, it's like, you know, you can laugh about it all you want. I really don't care. You're on my stream. I'm sure a lot of people are laughing about this, but me personally, I really don't care, and I actually don't have that much longer to be on here before I need to get going because I have other uh, things to get to today. Uh, okay. Frig. Mm. That's a weird name. Like, what the fuck? That's a very weird name. Hmm. I'm not going to say that name. I don't think it's a real name. Again, I literally have no idea who you are, and you're not impressing me enough to care because of your initial delivery. Um, you're not taking this conversation seriously, so why should I? Wasn't connecting to that. Ah, crap. I gotta. Uh, shoot, no, I gotta. Hmm. I clicked the wrong button and now it friggin'. Okay, there we go. Hey, is this John? Awesome. So, I was looking at your property over there on 273 Stony Ridge Road. I am so sorry. I'm sir, sir, I'm I apologize for your distress. I really do. Okay. Yeah. Well, do you know how to find the do not call registry there on Google? Okay. Yeah, because I know it doesn't have any of your numbers listed as do not call, so I don't know what's going on with that. Um, okay. Uh-huh. Well, is the proper has the property been put into a trust? Because I know one thing you might try. But here's one thing you might try. Put the property in a trust, call it like just the 273 Stony Ridge Road Trust. Put yourself and your son as a beneficiary. That probably should stop some of the calls because a lot of times they're looking for. Yeah, but sir, life isn't fair. It's not about what you shouldn't have to do. I get it. I shouldn't have to pay taxes, but I gotta pay taxes. It's like, what the fuck, right? So, I mean, the only thing I can suggest is put it into a trust. That way, yeah, because at some point, you told a telemarketer that you were thinking about selling, or they heard that you were, and they put you on. Yeah. Well, see, yeah, okay, yeah, mhm, huh. Well, I know I okay. I know the list that I'm calling now on this, software, the list that I'm calling is tax delinquencies, and that's where yours came up, so I don't know. It's like, it's none of my business, but, it's like, just make sure you got all your, P's and Q's on your property, taken care of, and then just put it into a trust, and then make sure nobody has your name on that trust. And then another aspect you can do is not just the trust, but so you create an LLC and then have the LLC. I'm sorry. I I I get it, sir. I get it completely, and I understand. Well, at least put it into a trust, because if you try to pass it on to your kid without it being in a trust, the government can basically charge you capital gains. Awesome. Okay. Gee, yeah, that's actually illegal for them to play that late at night. If so yeah, yeah, yeah. If they're calling you after 8 o'clock, that's actually a violation of the law, and you can actually get them in trouble. Eh, okay. Okay, take care. Have a good day. Bye. Wow. See, this is why I need to have my CRM open so I can literally put in that address and be like, "Do not call. Do not call." So, damn. Well, I can understand what he's going through. Is this the end of the list? Let's see. Market value. Just a second. I gotta. Was I going ascending or descending? I think it was going descending. Okay.
I just heard you in,
So
it woke me up.
no, you're fine. Uh, well, it was that one guy. He's got like way too many people calling him, and he's like not selling. So you could hear him, but straight for some reason, my little troll said, we can't hear them." It's like, okay, whatever. I kind of doubt that.
It's really loud.
I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I should eat something before I go to
You should
work.
probably eat something for you.
Probably. Okay. Um, okay. This list is all screwed up now. Damn it.
Yes, you are. Love you.
Which one was that? That was.
Showing.
Okay.
Tummy showing.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, I was. Maybe if I go forward, it'll. Nope. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and because I do need to get ready for work and stuff today. So that will be the end of calling delinquencies today. But because so few people answered, I think the only one I'm gonna have to really worry about is John. You can't hear them at all. Huh. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear any of them. How about that? Did you hear that? How about this? Tomorrow I'm going to try to start a lot earlier. So, okay, you hear a ring on that second one? Huh. I might have to troubleshoot that, but huh. Okay. I'll have to go with the video. But you're not hearing anybody when I talk to them. Okay. I will have to troubleshoot that later. Right now, I need to get ready to go to work and eat something. So, y'all have a good afternoon. Bye.